After a sudden collapse, EastEnders star Danniella Westbrook was admitted to the hospital in critical condition. After fainting at her Essex home on Monday night, Danniella Westbrook, the actress who portrayed Sam Mitchell on EastEnders for 30 years, is fighting for her life in a London hospital tonight. When paramedics discovered the 52-year-old former soap opera queen unconscious and having difficulty breathing, they hurried her to a specialized neurological facility in the capital. According to family sources, she was found to have a serious blood infection that had traveled to her brain, resulting in septic shock and possibly meningitis. Westbrook is still in critical care, sedated, and on a ventilator as of Wednesday morning. According to medical professionals, her status is critical but stable. When Jody, Westbrook's 19-year-old daughter, discovered her mother lying on the toilet floor, she contacted 999 at 7:42 p.m. on December 8th, setting off the alarm. Terrified screaming was heard from the property, according to neighbors. Within 8 minutes, paramedics came and quickly identified the symptoms of sepsis, which include confusion, dangerously low blood pressure, and a very high fever. One first responder told The Sun, "She was barely conscious. She was burning up, and her lips were blue. We were aware that we had minutes rather than hours." With trembling palms, a 19-year-old girl shouts down the phone as she rings 999. "My mother has collapsed. She refuses to wake up despite being on fire. Please move quickly." Jody, the daughter of Danniella Westbrook, was that girl. Sam Mitchell, the legendary EastEnder, who has spent 30 years getting beaten down and getting back up again, was that mother. An ambulance screamed to a stop outside the house in less than 8 minutes. Danniella was discovered by paramedics on the bathroom floor, hardly breathing, with blue lips and burning skin. They could tell from just one glance that this wasn't the illness. Sepsis was speeding toward her brain. She was sent to a specialized hospital in London at 8:15 p.m. She was in critical care by 9:30 p.m., ventilated, drugged, and battling for every breath. By 10 p.m., the diagnosis, severe septic shock with possible bacterial meningitis, came as a shock. The infection had progressed from whisper to scream in just a few hours. The same woman who had endured media hell, botched surgeries, cocaine eroding her face, and more final chances than anyone should ever be granted, was now facing the battle of her life. Once more, the family has been informed by doctors that the next 48 to 72 hours are crucial. It is an aggressive infection. Her organs are being attacked. The odds are not favorable. However, one thing about Danniella Westbrook that everyone in the nation is aware of is that she has no idea how to remain down. She has refused to let anything end her tale. From the time she first went into the Queen Vic at the age of 18 to every relapse, comeback, and time, the world dismissed her and she returned with her Sam Mitchell smirk. Britain isn't bidding her farewell tonight, even though machines are breathing for her, and her kids are keeping watch at her bedside. When Danniella Westbrook hits the canvas, we're saying the only thing we've ever said: get up, girl. One more time, we're holding out. For weeks, Westbrook had been struggling with health issues. She had been complaining of flu-like symptoms and excruciating headaches since mid-November, according to friends. But she refused hospital treatment, assuring people close to her, "I've been through worse. I'll shake it off." Worse is an understatement for those who are familiar with her past. Danniella's life has been a public battle with addiction, mental health issues, and the long-term physical harm brought on by years of cocaine usage, which notoriously ruined her septum in the 1990s and 2000s. Her immune system was weakened by a recent rib removal procedure to restore her nasal structure, and a botched reconstructive surgery in 2018 left her with persistent sinus and breathing problems. It is now thought by doctors that a straightforward sinus or tooth infection, possibly related to that surgery, went untreated and became septic. Within hours, the bacteria raced to her brain after entering her bloodstream. Scans revealed early meningitis symptoms and brain enlargement by the time she arrived at the hospital. She is still deeply sedated and was put into an induced coma to prevent further brain damage. Her family has been by her bedside all the time. Jody, her daughter with her ex-partner Kevin Jenkins, has been using WhatsApp to update close friends, simply stating, "Mom's really bad. Please offer up prayers." Kai, Westbrook's 28-year-old son, arrived by plane yesterday from Spain. In recent years, her sporadic boyfriend has also been seen bringing flowers and overnight bags to the hospital. Both current and former EastEnders co-stars have come together. Scott Mitchell, the widower of Barbara Windsor, wrote on Instagram, "Danniella has been through hell and always come out fighting. We're all with you, girl, so hurry up. Sending you all the love and strength in the world, Dan," commented Tracy Ann Oberman, who portrayed Chrissy Watts. "You've survived. The square isn't the same without you," was written on flowers delivered by Kim Metcalf and Sam Mitchell, Danniella's initial substitute. The family has been informed by doctors that the next 48 to 72 hours are crucial. The danger of irreversible brain damage or organ failure increases significantly if the antibiotics are unable to control the infection. "They're doing everything they can, but it's touch and go," a person close to the incident told us. "Everyone is hoping that this won't be the event that ends her life, because she has endured so much." Getting back up has been Danniella Westbrook's life's work. The whole nation is holding its breath tonight, in the hopes that she may awaken once more. As more information becomes available, we'll keep you informed. The entire nation is holding its breath with Danniella Westbrook as she lies in an intensive care unit bed in London tonight. Tubes in her arms and a ventilator performing the breathing her body is unable to accomplish on its own. We have previously considered the possibility of losing her. When the cocaine had eaten through her septum in 2001, and the media published images so graphic that people still shudder, we believed it. In 2018, she had to relearn how to talk after a botched procedure that left her face bloated and unrecognizable. Every time she vanished from our screens, every time the headlines shouted, "Rock bottom," and every time she returned to Albert Square with that Sam Mitchell swagger and dispelled the rumors, we believed it. Every time, she stood up. Always. When she was fired by the BBC in 2000, she stood up. When the parents set up camp outside her home for years, she stood up. When sepsis almost took her leg in 2019, she stood up. When the ribs were taken out to rebuild her nose, she was in such excruciating pain that she told friends she wanted to die. Because Danniella Westbrook did that, she stood up. She stands up. And now, as physicians battle an illness that began as a headache and progressed to septic shock and potential meningitis, the woman who has survived more last chances than anyone should ever be granted is doing it again while machines keep her alive. She is engaged in combat. Her children are present. 19-year-old Jody discovered her lying on the bathroom floor, still trembling. 28-year-old Kai hasn't left her side since arriving by plane from Spain. Her mother, who whispered every prayer she knew while sitting in the relative's chamber. She is referred to by the nurses as our warrior. The following 48 hours will tell the story, according to the doctors. However, one thing is certain for anybody who has witnessed Danniella return to the square after the world dismissed her. The story doesn't end until she declares it to be so. We're not saying goodbye tonight, even as the country lights candles and trends on Get Well Danniella, while the monitors beep and antibiotics drip. We're repeating the same thing we've said each time she's been counted out. Dan, get up. One more time. The square is ready. Your children are waiting. Everyone is waiting. You've already done it. Repeat the process. Return to us. You are loved by us. We're not prepared to let you go. Not quite yet. Never.